Welcome to By the Numbers. I'm FM20 and I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for joining me in this episode. Ooh, what's going on in this episode? Well, we're going to play 2 matches, hopefully. We can fit them in. I imagine they might be quite quick, but we did have a match that lasted quite a while because of the sheer amount of goals in it, so I'll catch you up with where we are. So we're still playing this. This is still what we're going with all the set pieces that I mentioned in the previous episodes all set up. Schedule-wise, you saw us lose to Dundela in the first league game of the season. Then we beat Moyle Park 3-1 comfortably, and they got a goal right at the end, 86th minute. I think we well beat them, to be honest. Will it show us their match stats? No match stats, 25 shots to their 10. We were doing pretty good. In fact, if we even go to their... I can't remember if this was on camera or not, I don't think it was. If we go to the goals here, see a lot of them, not many outside the area, a lot of them inside the area. We're producing a lot. In comparison, not so much for them. We then played Banbridge in the league, and it was an amazing 8-3. I think this is the highest scoring match I've had in FM20, definitely. And their 3 goals were pretty lucky. Just a bit of gin. I'm still on my Christmas holidays, even though it is after New Year. We got an own goal, but that own goal was kind of forced from a throw-in. I'll show you this one. It'll gradually generate and it'll show you it. Yeah, long throw in, goes back out, second ball goes back in, he fumbles it, in it goes. Not bad. Some of the other goals, I won't show you them all. But Blair Downey came on around about the 70th minute and scored his hat-trick in that attacking midfield position here. So just long shots, picking up second balls. Shea Devlin could have had about 5. He had that many, honestly. And their goals were all kind of screamers from distance of 27 shots. It's a good attacking one. We dominated them. Then we beat Brantwood 1-0 in the Steel & Sons Cup. They're non-league, essentially, compared to us. But we hammered them. We had a player sent off, which made it difficult, but we absolutely hammered them. And again, when you look at the kind of goals, we're getting into the box, getting into the danger area, whereas we're limiting them. The long distance shots my keeper really struggles with. It's going well, so I thought we'd come back for the Moyola match, and then we've got the Crusaders in the quarter-final of the Antrim Shield. We might play that as well. Tommy Ray got sent off, so he's being suspended for this coming match. No other major changes there, really. Nope, that's about it. That's all we need there, I think. I'm gradually going to sort of rotate Cockcroft and Downey around again, swapping around. I also could really do with a really good striker. I mean, I could always do with a really good striker, to be honest, but Devlin gets into the right positions and he really struggles to score. Like, I don't think it's the fact that one-on-ones are harder in FM20 compared to some versions of FM. I just think he's unlucky. Like, he's really unlucky. He is scoring though. He did score in the last couple of games. But he's getting a lot of rebounds. He's good positionally. But he's just not scoring as many as he should. He'll still score enough by the end of the season probably, but it'd be good to have a strike he could rely on a little bit more. Going along again. Bonis. Oh, there we go. That's calmly taken by Bonis. I don't want to jinx it and say this tactic is really doing the job, but we still play sort of long cutting balls like that. We're still getting it to the target man, but also by having the deep line forward on attack, he's still getting into position to score, but also linking up with the attacking midfielder. And the attacking midfielder is also causing problems because he's an extra man putting other people through. Like, look at this bit there. Definitely, that's nice, but Cockcroft, because he was there in that hole, the defender had to come to him, and because he came to him, the deep lying forward, Devlin, was free. I said he wasn't doing well, but actually. So ball playing defender goes along, Cockcroft in the hold, Devlin's free. Goes. It wasn't in the box, but he had space. And that'll do. That'll do the trick. But we're not very good at keeping clean sheets. And we're really struggling. Oh, come Bonis, just get rid of it when in doubt. So Bonis had come short to help defend, and that's what happens when you've got a striker doing that. Ooh. Just about cleared. Cockcroft on the run. That was terrible. The Bonis now got options. Not many, he had some. I need a defensive midfield as well for cover for McGreevy. So I've got one of my youth players who's kind of, I think he can play midfield and he can play defence, like midfield right, centre of defence, weird combo. But we've got him training to become a defensive midfielder because he's got kind of a few attributes that fall into either camp. But otherwise, we don't really have enough. So he could nod on there into the box. Seeing Devlin through there just for the clever little ball, and there we go. I think it's working, isn't it? It's doing the job. It counts as a counter-attack, but it's all part of the plan. So defensive midfielder. Actually, we have people over either side, really. Hopefully, we can keep this up all the way through the season. I think we're going to get a lot of interest in our players. If they carry on scoring like this and playing like this, we're going to lose a lot of them if we're not careful. One is through. Oh, we're destroying Moyola. 20 minutes in, we're 4 goals up. Again, back. That's to the full-back this time. Pops Bonis through, but then we had Devlin there. I think it was Warwick on that side. We're making it really difficult to defend against. It's good. This needs to be the season where we get promoted, because it's been a long time coming. I mean, admittedly, this is like the second league game of the season, but I was worried by putting play out of defence on and ball playing defenders that initially we wouldn't be as direct, but that's still pretty direct. But actually just means we keep possession a little bit longer. And ball playing defenders aren't generally trying to dribble unless you tell them to dribble more. They are just trying to go for cutting passes. Cockcroft there picking the second ball. Devlin trying to round people. He's getting cocky. A lot of complacent players on there. I demand more or something, or concentrate. Go on, Robinson. Kinda wish he'd left that for Bonis and then moved along. That would have been a bit better. And again, was overwhelmed by being told to concentrate. They score now, that's definitely my fault. Oh, Warwick passed him. Briefly. He scored against us in the cup match. I think I did record that cup match, didn't I? On Devlin. Clark back in. A lot of pressure, a lot of options. Offside options. Still options. Go on, Bonis, put someone through. Unnecessary passing there. Robinson just getting that. Mainly because the striker made that one easy. He's not a great keeper. He's better than what we had. And we did work out how good he was by using the expected goals against, but I think he's gradually got worse. I will assess him again this season, but we've not really got any options to replace him with. Very pleased. Keep that going. I won't make any subs just yet, but Robinson's probably going to come off about the 55-minute mark. He's got a yellow card, he's getting tired. He's good. Do need to look after him. Fair enough. That's not good. I mean, it was a good save, but I think got through was not good. There is the post by Renzi. I think it's Renzi anyway, about using the regroup option to stop those kind of over the top balls. But to be honest, the way we're playing anyway is kind of sort of Kevin Keegan-esque. So I don't mind giving away a few goals like that if we're scoring 4 a game. Right, let's bring on Mark Gillifan on the right. Let's bring on Blair Downey as well for Cockcroft. Downey's pretty good. Need to keep him fit. I'm also happy. Evans goes long. Not quite what we wanted. Clark goes again. Honest. Devlin. Oh, almost. We're happy with this team, yeah? I mean, I know there's always that kind of, you feel hopeful right at the start of the season. Oh, Devlin not quite fast enough to breeze past him, but strong enough to get the ball back. No, no one's chasing that. Never mind. To be honest, 4-0 at the hour mark, I can see why we're not too bothered about chasing stuff down. It will save me on the goal bonuses if they don't score anymore. That 8-3 did cost me a bit of money, but no clean sheet bonus to give out either, so... Come on, Devlin. He used one of his touches to try and get it away from him, but he's just not very fast. Oh, McGreevy, what was that? You could tell it wasn't going to go in. Use the director camera from a different angle if one of those free kicks goes indirect. Devlin. Is he not offside? So we're not massively dominating them in terms of shots, but we're getting a lot of very attacking kind of possession. Don't think that counts as a shot, does it? Let's make another sub. Let's bring on McGuckin for Bonis, give him a rest. Even though he's on his hat-trick. He'd probably be quite angry about that. I didn't think that one through, did I? $9.2 for Devlin. Again, he's getting in positions where he should have probably got a few more. Oh, there we go. Didn't quite work out for us. Desperately trying to keep that clean sheet there. Okay, that didn't last. 4-1 we can live with. Still a +3 goal difference as it stands. Greavy is getting tired. He does need some kind of cover. They've gone 3 up front. It does make it easier for us to hit them, but I think we've won this one. 3 minutes to survive. That didn't seem fair. That was my strike code come short to deal with things. One player just massively offside. There we go. 3 points. Not bad. Again, analysis-wise, most of them in the box. That'll do. Right. So 6 points after 3 games, that's alright, and we'll come back in a moment or two to play our cup match. So we're back for the Crusaders quarter-final match for the Antrim Shield. Again, not something the board are particularly bothered about, but they are pleased that we're being competitive. They're also pleased that they've actually wanted us to reach the third round. It used to be they didn't bother with the Steel and Sons Cup until I guess we won it. So that's good. So we're pleased and doing well there. That's all good. In between the last match and this match, not much has happened other than we got our... Where does it say our badge? So we got a National B licence, and I checked the finances. So we had about $4,000 in the bank when I did it. So I put in, and now we're training for a National A licence, which is good. It will help us attribute-wise, gradually getting a little bit better. Not particularly good, but a little bit better. Donegal Celtic, who were our rivals last season, got promoted instead of us, but we beat them in the Steels and Sons Cup final. Put in a bid for Lee Bonnis, and he rejected them because he is a Belfast player through and through. He's one of the club's favourite currently, and he loves the club. That's nice. So hopefully he'll have a bumper season for us, and we'll reject any other clubs. We've got a match to play now. So Crusaders are in the Premiership, I think. Yeah, there they are. 4th in the Premiership. They are pretty good. It's actually their ground that the Steel and Sons Cup is held in real life on Christmas Day. One of the traditions they've got going, so that it's their ground that hosts it. It's not really relevant to the Antrim Shield, but they've got some good players. Value-wise, some players worth actual real money. With real faces and everything. So this will be tough. This will be a good test, I think, of the tactic. Tommy Ray will bring back in instead of Clark. And then we'll see how this goes. McGreevy is getting tired though. I am trying to find some defensive midfielders, but no one's really interested or is any good. That is also another issue. But I'm hoping we might be able to persuade some. Right then. Should be nice to the attack. Believe in you. Barnes is happy with that. It's fine. We're our Sports and Leisures away kit. Ambitious from the off. I think that was. I don't know whether they're going to be taking this cup particularly seriously. It looks like they've got a reasonably strong squad out. I think I would, to be fair. Even if we were in the Premiership with Belfast Celtic, if we were established in the Premiership, I probably would still give the cup a good go. It's all silverware. The only time I wouldn't is if we were kind of relegation fodder and we needed to protect players. Even then, I'd probably use it as a morale boosting exercise. Go on, Devlin, put someone else through. Oh, Cockcroft. What a shot. I thought Devlin had kind of waited too long then. So they had to kind of check their run because they were running themselves offside. But, long ball. Deep lying forward. In the hole. And there we go. That's a little bit against the run of play, so they're going to have to attack us even more now, I think. They've got A. Carroll. I'm going to check to see whether that's Adam Carroll, not Andy Carroll. I was really worried for a second, but we are so far in the future that his legs probably would have fallen off by now. Right, get it out. I don't think we're going to win this one. Taking a 1-goal lead is nice. I don't think we'll win this. McGreevy's knackered already. 17 minutes in, he's on 75%. I'm going to have to rest him for the next match, I think. 50-50 possession, more or less. I hate the fact they every now and again they ignore your instructions and go along with that. I've told them to just go on Devlin. Good counter. Yeah, I've told them to pass the centre backs and pass it out, but it's not clearly not what I did there. Oh, that was poor defending. Oh, it's okay. Disallowed for pushing. I think that is a lucky mistake. Got Mazzala inside winger. So he's cutting in, he's going that way. Doesn't make a huge amount of difference for our tactic. Cockcroft, Bonis. Oh, he got his head to it. Just good save. Would be nice if we could get to half time. Oh, they're going to get a shot away, I can feel it. No, I was wrong. It's not our counter though, is it? Still time for them. It's a really awkward highlight, isn't it? There we go. I was kind of right, they'd get shot away. It just took a lot longer for them to get there. I was interested, it's a nice rhubarb gin. We didn't quite keep the clean sheet till half time, but go in level, that'd be good. We are getting shots on target, we are keeping possession as well, so we're not out of this by any means. Be nice to the strikers again, keep them happy. Do you feel bad for McGreevy? His legs are slowly running off. If I have other midfielders I could just put in that position. They don't have to be an out-and-out defensive midfielder, we can make do. Oh, he's free there. Well held. Poor shot. Young's not doing very well. Come on, set piece goal. Not quite as planned. Back out wide, back in. Oh, Bonis almost. That worked quite nicely. Oh, offside, never mind. That's why it worked nicely. Right. What sub should we make? We're on Blair Downey. And Gillifan on the right. We hold off. Let's bring on Lee McClelland as a defensive midfielder, because he's defensive midfielder on defend. McClelland is a good defender. Not a very good passer, but he'll do the defensive side of the job reasonably well, I think. Maybe McClelland needs to be trained to be a defensive midfielder. So they have kind of dominated us in terms of shots, but we've not been quiet. Don't know if this goes to extra time or a replay. Can I hope extra time? Or neither. Go on, Downey. Oh. A little cheeky. Still running at him. That went nowhere. Some reasonable tackles going in, but they still got it. I haven't actually checked if I centered myself on the camera. There we are. Just hold on. Hold on for the moment. They're at 30 shots. it hasn't felt like that. I guess a lot of the shots haven't been on the highlights. Devlin almost passed him. Go on, Young. Get it along. Yeah, extra time. Let's be calm. Dig in. No more subs to make it, I think. Wait, should we try? Some competitions do let you. Just some competitions got rules where in extra time you do get an extra sub. Oh, this one. It was a long shot. Really? That definitely crossed the line. Without doubt, they've just been cheated out of a goal. What should we say to them? Get creative. Some inspiration there. That worked. Get creative always works. I reckon we could do it in a penalty shootout. Back in. But they're under some pressure right now. Skied that one. We brought a lot of fans. How many we brought? 501 away fans. That says it's more than we have in our actual stadium, I think. Honest through. Come on. What was that? We could have won it. They're going to score now, aren't they? It's got tantalisingly close. Now they're going to score. Bonus in. Getting a reasonable amount of corners. More corners than they've had. Almost gave away a penalty right at the end. I'm not going to set our penalty takers because they're all terrible. Told you. Maybe we can't do it in penalties. Good save there. Robinson is pretty good at penalties. Finally. Yeah. But this is one of those penalty shootouts that just goes on forever and ever. Mitchell, I think, is our designated penalty take for some reason. Like in normal play. Don't know why. Come on. I think Young's going to miss. There we go. Told you. He's had a bad match in terms of his rating. It was his mistake, apparently, that let them equalise. Yeah, looks like we're going out. Brave performance there. Getting a Premiership side in 4th place. So they're in form, or reasonable form. And taking them all the way to penalties isn't bad. Bonis isn't going to score this, there's too much pressure. Oh no, nice and cool. Underestimated Bonis there. Okay, come on Robinson. Save this one, be a hero. No, he didn't save it. Nah. Never mind. Took the Premiership side all the way to the end. There's nothing wrong with that. And they did dominate us in terms of shots. but actually we put together some good moves, and I'm pretty hopeful despite all of this. And the board are pleased with where we got to. Be competitive, pass with flying colours. Ignore the fact we failed this one right at the start. We're doing well with this one. So I'll play a few more games and probably come back maybe with Portugal or Armagh match, somewhere around here, I think, depending on what happens in the Steel and Suns Cup. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.